So I'm going to go over some things about Gemini. My celebrity model I chose was Morgan Freeman. I'm not even sure why I chose him. But other celebrities that are under Gemini, the sign of Gemini: Angelina Jolie, Natalie Portman, Kanye West, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, twins, Marilyn Monroe, Johnny Depp, Paul McCartney, and Donald Trump. So with features, their facial features and things, physical traits about Gemini, something I have noticed is they usually have smaller features, especially women. Women usually have smaller noses, thinner lips, squinty eyes sometimes, smaller hands, fingers, toes, and they're usually like the small bone build. Geminis are. There's no particular personality trait I can think of or any like quirks. There's certain signs. I notice like these weird little quirks that some signs have. With Gemini, I don't know, they're just kind of very versatile and very all different from each other, really. They all have their own personalities, and there's no specific like personality trait I feel like that would fit a Gemini. But they are ruled by Mercury, and so is Virgo. So something else with the looks I've noticed is, and it could be um, that Mercury thing. So with the guys under Gemini, I've noticed that some men who are Geminis also look like Virgo men. There's so many Virgo men that look like each other. It's scary. And it's like the end of August ones don't look like the September ones with Virgo. But Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and so is Virgo. And I've noticed a lot of Gemini men look like Virgos. Now, some Gemini men do have that Virgo nose, like a more prominent, kind of, sort of bigger nose, a little bit. I don't know how to describe it. Other than that, most Geminis have smaller features. But yeah, some of the men that look like the Virgos, they have like a little bit bigger nose. Something else I have noticed is there seems to be a lot of killers and serial killers under the sign of Gemini. Like, there's this guy named Wayne Williams. Wayne Williams. He's a convicted murderer and also a suspected serial killer. Jeffrey Dahmer was a Gemini. The son of Sam, David Berkowitz. And there's this old guy. I don't know if any of you have ever came across this guy. Arthur Shawcross. He's this old, sweet looking man. He looks really nice. Doesn't have that typical, like, kind of arrogant attitude that some serial killers have. Some of them have this just certain. The only thing I can compare it to is how Charles Manson acts and the way he thinks and stuff. And a lot of serial killers, although he isn't technically a serial killer, but yeah, they have that kind of personality. And this Arthur Shawcross, you would never know. You would never know he was a killer, and even killed a couple of children too. But yeah, he's a serial killer, and that's that. I don't know. There's something kind of creepy about Geminis, being ruled by Mercury and just having that twin thing, that other side of their personality that isn't even revealed to people, the public, or their loved ones. But Geminis are very friendly. They get along with any sign. A Gemini could be married or hook up with anyone. But in love, they're kind of flighty. Sometimes they could change their mind out of nowhere. They could be dating someone and think they love them. Everything's going great. You're dating a Gemini, and boom, out of the blue, they're going out with someone else. Or boom, out of the blue, they just one day decide to just drop you. So they're real flighty, change their mind really, really quickly. And they're flirty. They're natural flirts. And it's usually there's no harm in that. I mean, with a Gemini especially, because that's just their natural way of being. They're kind of flirty. So if you're with a Gemini and you notice them just kind of a light-hearted flirt with people, try not to take it too personally. And they get along with, yeah, any sign. They could be married to anybody out there. There's not a lot I can say about Gemini, really. I think this video is going to be pretty short because, like I said, I haven't noticed any specific traits in majority of Gemini people, like little quirks and stuff. Like with Pisces, Virgo, Taurus, there's certain signs I notice certain things. With Gemini, I don't really notice anything except for their smaller facial features. Um, they are stimulated by conversations. Okay, now something I have noticed about Geminis is, okay, their ideal compatible sign is Sagittarius, December. But I have noticed that a lot of Geminis are around a Leo, whether it's in a love situation or relationship, marriage partner, or friends or a sibling. There's always that one person in a Gemini's life that is a Leo. Like I said, whether it's a sibling, a best friend, and so Gemini's is air sign. They get along with other air signs and fire signs the most. But like I said, very versatile. They get along with pretty much everyone. And most Geminis are talkative enough. They like conversation. They're mentally stimulated. They seem to like to watch things on TV like Law and Order type stuff, courtroom debates, stuff like that. What else could I say about Gemini? I'm trying to think. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else. That's about it. Like I said, pretty short and sweet here. So I will work on one of my next signs next time, and let me know in the comments if you have ever noticed any quirks or anything on your own about a Gemini. I'll see you guys on one of these next videos.